Hello and welcome everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. This is a live session I'm doing. I want to review a book. This is a short, kind of just a review. I want to post on one book, which is this book, uh, Zen: The Art of Simple Living. This book is by Shunmyo Masuno, right? This is a book which I want to just review. It's a it's a very good book. Basically, this book um, is basically 100 ways to bring Zen living into your life. You know how you can bring Zen into your life, simple ways, 100 ways. So it's a really simple book and beautiful book. This is right. So the back cover, if I read the back cover of this book actually says, "Slow down and find happiness by shifting your everyday habits and perspectives." Drawing on centuries of wisdom, the renowned Zen Buddhist priest Shunmyo Masuno applies the essence of Zen to modern life in clear, practical, easily adopted lessons, one a day for 100 days. So basically, you have the Zen wisdom, which the this Zen monk has actually, you know, uh, kind of encapsulated in form of 100 lessons, one lesson per day, right? Which is like someone like us, which we have. Hi Priya ji, hello, welcome, good evening. Someone like us, we all have our busy lives. We can all like implement it in our busy lives, and this wisdom, right? So it says that in this book you'll learn 100 ways to bring yourself true happiness and calm. You'll learn how to exhale deeply to eliminate negative emotions, to arrange your house simply, to clear your thinking, to line up your shoes at night and bring order to your mind. Right? It is like a beautiful thing, what I've also seen. The how you arrange your shoes tells a lot about how you live your life. Right? It's deep wisdom, right? How you arrange your shoes is the way how you live your life. If you arrange your shoes in a good way, it's likely that you are much more organized in your thoughts as well, right? To line up your shoes at night, to bring your order to your mind, to plant a single flower and watch it grow. See, Zen is actually just reverse of what our habit energies and our thoughts pull us in different directions. Zen is just simply doing one thing at a time, right? And that is what my practice of my life is, and I'm like 0.001%. I'm just on this path of learning Zen. Every day I'm learning Zen, trying to implement Zen. So this is a very good book that you all can read, and to plant a single flower and watch it grow, to worry less about what you cannot control, and so much more. You will even make time to think about nothing at all. La- I'm laughing, as I read. So so brilliantly said. You will even make time to think about nothing at all, right? So that is what we have to do. We have to live a life in such a way that we are so focused in everything we do that we don't have time to think, right? We have to come out of this thinking. That is why now, see, the thing is, this is the book. What I really like about this book is the covers, the cover and the images that are there inside. You get a very good Zen feel. You can actually sense, the way this book has been designed and written. You can sense the peace and calm, right? Just from uh, looking at it. So it's like written by Shunyu Masuno, who's like I'll just give his a small introduction. He's basically his introduction was given. He's the head priest of a 450-year-old Zen Buddhist temple in Japan, award-winning Zen garden designer, right? So he has written this book, and if you see this book, this is the front page, and how this book is arranged is that this book is actually arranged in parts. Like there are three parts, four parts actually. First part is the 30 ways to energize your present self, right? So the first part talks about energizing the present self. Try to make subtle shifts in your habits, right? It has like things like make time for emptiness, wake up 15 minutes earlier, savor the morning air, line up your shoes, right? So there are, every day you have one tip, right? Then there is part 2, which is 30 ways to inspire confidence and courage for living, right? This is the part 2, which is basically changing your perspective. Like discover another you, don't be troubled by things that have not happened, take pleasure in your work. No, these are simple things, but we ignore these things, right? And how we can improve the quality of our life is basically how we can bring attention over these small things. That's why it's said, no, that actually the small things are the big things, right? So how we do these small things make a big difference in the long term, right? So there is another book named Atomic Habits that I have heard a lot about, and on my channel people have asked me to review that book. So maybe I will do that book's review also. But for now, this is the book that I'm reviewing. And the third part is 20 ways of alleviating confusion and worry, where uh, they talk about try changing how you interact with others, right? Serve people, cast away the three poisons, cultivate your sense of gratitude. And then there is a fourth part, 20 ways to make any day the best day, which is try to shift your attention to the present moment. Be here now, be grateful for the moment, recognize. So this is basically, the book is a hardcover, right? So I purchased it from Amazon. So the book MRP, it is somewhere 599 Indian rupees, but I got it for 399, right? So this was, I got it from Amazon, and I have not read it fully, right? See, it's not a book that you read, kind of cover by cover. It is like a book, like if you have read Practicing the Power of Now, right? Or Stillness Speaks by Eckhart Tolle. You just, at random, you choose one page and then you read and you get the inspiration, and then you move forward, and then you come back to the book whenever you want to. So these are those books that are like your bedside books. You can just, it can be like your, wherever you are, you can just keep it in a bag, or whenever you feel, you can just read, get inspiration, reflect on it. Can you bring some small change in your life to be mindful, to be more zen like, right? So I have had always a fascination, with Zen monks. I've always wanted to be like a Zen monk. So these are the basically the habits that, so it's not about that you have to go into a monastery and practice, right? So now that's not possible, right? In this life, it's how you are in this setting. And what we can do is that we can bring small changes in our daily life, right? So can live a more zen like life, right? We can all try that, right? And So basically, what I'll do is that I'll just pick up one or two at random. I'll pick up one or two days the chapters, and let's see, what comes. And let us try to just read. So let me just pick up like one thing at random, right? Okay, so it is coming, day number 16. It is coming, how try going barefoot, right? How to keep sickness away, which is grounding, which is a very powerful thing and very important thing that we all can do, and it's so simple. You have to just put your bare feet in the soil. The reason why monks go barefoot, so I'll just read that particular passage. Monks go barefoot 365 days of the year, and the clothes we wear are made of very simple material. Even in the middle of the winter, we dress the same way. For a novice monk, this can be quite a struggle, but once he adjusts, it becomes invigorating. Because this lifestyle naturally strengthens the body, monks rarely catch cold. While a person my age might wear socks during the winter, warm feet are no match for the pleasure of bare feet. Warm feet are no match for the pleasure of bare feet. That's why when I go out, I make sure to wear thong sandals. These are also very good for your health. It is thought that the area between your big toe and your second toe is where the various pressure points relating to your internal organs and brain are concentrated, right? The area between your big toe and your second toe, right? When you wear thong sandals, the straps stimulate these points, and it's like a massage while you are walking, right? You don't need to have a separate massage. You are getting the massage and on your acupressure points there and then. Go barefoot at home and wear thong sandals while you go out. Consider trying this on your days off if you are like having like an off day or something. So it can, you can do. So thong sandals, actually I'm not getting it, but I'll have to just check it out on Amazon or Google, wherever, but basically the idea is going barefoot. uh, just a reflection is that even, last 2 years have been very difficult for all of us, where we were at home, and before that I used to have this practice of grounding. Every evening I used to put bare feet in the soil after I came from office, and just took an intention that all my stress and anxiety goes down in the earth. Mother earth absorbs all the stress and anxiety, and I used to feel so light after that, just 10 minutes in putting the bare feet in the soil. So this is a wonderful practice. If you can do it in the evening, it is a really really helpful practice, grounding practice. Right, so that we can all do. And being more and more in nature, like even spending like 5-10 minutes in nature, can really do a lot of wonder to our health. What the problem is that we are totally out of nature, and we are not connected with nature, and so that is why we are not able to replenish actually the green energy that we get when we are in nature, and that actually just replenishes us and heals us and nurtures us. So somewhere along the line, we can reflect as to whether we can, kind of, spend some little more time, find a little more time to do this. So this is one practice. The Try going barefoot. One more thing, I'll take one more. So let me just take one more random learning from this book. Okay, it comes day 57, where it is said, appreciate your connection with things. Appreciate your connection with things. Recognize the luxury of not having things. So this is how it is, how the chapters, this is how it is. You look at how it is organized, so simple, no some extra, a lot of no extra decoration or something. Like, it's very very simple. The kind of the color used for the font is also very light blue and so soothing. Even the I think the font types are also very good, right? So it gives a very soothing feeling. So it said, even though you already have a computer, when the latest model is released, suddenly you want it. Although you've had your car only for 3 years, you are eager to replace it with a newer one. Desire feeds upon itself. The mind becomes dominated by boundless greed. This is not happiness. Consider the things that surround you now. Develop an appreciation for them. There is something specific that connects you with them, a reason why you acquired them. Take good care of them. Treat them like they are the best things. You may decide you want a car and then work hard to save money for it. There is nothing wrong with that. The important thing is to treat it with love once you have it. Think of the things that are connected to you as part of yourself. It's rare to find someone who does not care about themselves. Once you acquire something and begin to take care of it, a love for it will spring up. What is more important is your attitude towards the things that belong to you. Use the same thing for years, even for decades. You will feel good about the time spent with them. Think about the connection between people and things. Treat both well, as you would treat yourself. So this reminds me actually of how Dr. Hugh Len used to say, that everything is alive. The way you treat anything, you know, matters. It brings it alive. So you can even say thank you to the roads. You can even say thank you to your vehicle, right? You can just be appreciative of whatever. Look, so I whenever I close my day, I always say thank you to my laptop. The kind of the effort I put on my computer, and it helps me to reach out so many people, and whatever efforts I'm doing, my computer is there. So it is not something which is dead. It's something which is very very alive, and it's my friend. But only thing is, the problem is that when you feel very attached to kind of things, then it's very difficult to part ways. I remember when in one particular job that I had, I resigned from that job, and there was 3.5 years. And one of the really really difficult kind of times I'd seen. There was like we were working like 11, 12 in the night, and that computer, I still remember, the Dell Vostro. This one is also Dell Vostro that I'm using. So I have a specific, so people have a very a specific love for Apple and all those products. I love my Dell Vostro. Nothing can beat that, in terms of durability. So when I was letting go, I remember the last final day of my work, and it was very difficult for me to say no, because I developed an emotional connection with the objects. So here the essential thing what I can sense is that generally our mind just takes us. Our mind is only and only happy till the time we are yet to receive something. So I have some, like, I want a new car, and my mind is happy and anticipating till I get a new car, and within some time it wears off, and then again the search starts. I am unsatisfied, I'm dissatisfied. So watching what the mind's patterns are, and then actually watching, recognizing that these are the patterns, how mind goes, how the desire takes mind from up to down and then up to down, right? So being more and more recognizing with noticing with all these feelings and tendencies with respect to this. And this is very, very important, not only for us, but very, very important for the younger generation, because there's so much consumerism nowadays. Phones, people just change like anything. So this is very, very kind of sage kind of advice. So we can all reflect on these points, and think on how we can implement, how we can make changes in our life, right? So that's it. I just thought to just bring about awareness about this book, and do read this book, and it is available on Amazon. It's actually available in multiple languages. So English is there, Hindi is there, alag lot of languages it is there. So do make it a point to read this book, and I will also cover such other books as is possible for me. And thank you so much, Priyaji, thank you so much. And thank you so much. Anyone has any questions, you can bring it up, or you can close this session. Okay, today 9 p.m. I'm having the masterclass, three secrets on how to heal difficult patterns and find peace through mindful living. So if you want to register for that, the description is there. The link is there in the description. So you can join that, register that, and 9 o'clock I'll meet you in some time. I think 40 minutes from now. I'll see you. Um, Join my Facebook group, mindfulness Facebook group, mindful living mastermind Facebook group, where I'll be sharing more tips and insights. I will be also doing a challenge on mindful living very shortly on my Facebook group, right? So do join the Facebook group. um, Thank you so much for joining. Thank you. Bye bye. Bye. Thank you so much.